this is the way that we finna start our new year off. Listen, I was just told just a few minutes ago, okay, after I had ordered my appetizer, that my budget for my date, my first date, is $30. Like where they do that at. You know what I mean? And then
you're supposed to be a grown woman and you're recording me. You're being loud,
really
disrespectful. We're in a restaurant.
Never.
You can't conduct yourself like a mature lady.
I am conducting myself.
I gave you $30 budgets.
No, $30.
You think
so
you're gonna get here?
You don't even get a chance.
Menu?
This man don't even. He don't even get a chance to talk anymore because you know what he's saying all this stuff about me, and it's not true. I am a what?
You think?
What? No.
You think I'm gonna let you order up this whole menu? And
the whole menu?
Think you're trying to
play you? Yeah, you can't for an appetizer,
if you go
over a drink.
If you go over $30, you paid. I'm sorry.
$30. So I'm not worth $30. Hey y'all, I'm not worth $30. I'm not worth $30. I tell you, no. I tell you what. How about we do this? No. How about you just go ahead, get gone. I got this.
No problem.
I got this. No, I don't want anything. No.
Why are women always doing this? Why are they always doing this? Why, even if you're given the opportunity to go on a date with a guy, why is the first thing that you do is take out your camera and start recording a man and recording yourself and speaking into the camera like you're speaking to an audience about how he is trying to set a budget on what he's going to spend on the first date? And if this was something that wasn't a problem and you were able to do it yourself, then why the heck are you even recording? Why are you even trying to be confrontational with the man? The man was nice enough to ask you out. And he sets a certain rate. That should be fine. I don't understand it. You women constantly complain how men don't take y'all on dates anymore. Y'all want men to chivalrize you to death. Then you get a man that asks you out. And he's like, look, I'm going to do this to show that he's even interested. And you're in a full uproar in a public place, embarrassing him, embarrassing yourself. You look stupid, even embarrassing whoever's going to watch this on camera as I'm watching it. You look stupid. It's crazy how y'all constantly complain about men wanting to actually do something for y'all in the dating market. And then when he decides to actually take you out, you have to find a problem with how he takes you out. You have to find a problem with the place he takes you to. You have to find a problem with what he wears. You have to find a problem with how early he shows up, how late he shows up. There's always something. There's always something you find a problem with. $30 is enough to have a full meal for 2 or 3 people. I don't understand why there's a constant issue with you women. And you wonder why the dating market is the way it is. Why men step aside and no longer want to date neither one of you. It should not even be a problem for him setting a budget. It shows that he actually is trying to budget his money. He's careful with his money. He thinks logically about money. He don't just throw away money. This woman way past the wall. Got a phone in her hand like she's 19, 20 years old. Speaking to her little following about how $30 is just not enough. She's not worth $30. You're not even worth that. You're right. You're not worth that. Because if you was able to afford it and do it on your own, it shouldn't be a problem. You could have been like, okay, well, I'll pay for my side and everything extra that I do. Y'all don't even like to meet a man halfway here. Y'all go full throttle on a man. It actually shows you some chivalry because it's going to get to a point where men are not even going to see you outside of where you want to lay. It'll just be a revolving door for a lot of you. Men in and out. Don't want to be seen with you in public. Don't want to speak to you. Don't want to hear from you after anything that they do with you. A lot of you women do it to yourselves. On why y'all are single and lonely. You do it to yourself.
What I want you to do.
You're very immature.
No, sir. Sir, I want you to just go. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day, sir. Sir, have a blessed day. Get gone. Get gone. So you mean to tell me This is the way that we finna start our new year off. Listen, I was just told just a few minutes ago, okay, after I had ordered my appetizer, that my budget for my date, my first date, is $30. Like where they do that at. You know what I mean? And then
You're
it
supposed
make
to be a grown woman and you're recording me. You're being loud.
Just look at how she talks. Look how she presented herself. She has lashes on. This woman's got to be in her 50s. She got lashes on, long braids. Where they do that at? Young women terms. Can't even be appreciative that a man is actually still even interested and willing even to do this with you. A lot of you women are sorry out here. A lot of you women are sorry. Let's check out some of the comments here. J Double Trouble says no money should be spent where not even friends meet up at the park, mall, bowling alley, coffee shop, or whatever, and talk to get to know one another, then go your separate ways. If there was a connection, then there will be another date. If not, then there won't nobody's time will be wasted. Only a few likes for that one. Another one person said, good for him. Most women are not even worth $1. This was Kilo Wabo. Shout out to him. He's one of my followers. And I like that comment because that is true. That is good for this man. Most of you women are not even worth the dollars that are in men's pockets. A lot of you are not. Of course, we have someone that says he's a full grown clown. Why is that? Why is that? Because he budgets his money and all you women don't know how to do that. That's why y'all have the highest debt level. But y'all swear up and down you're the most educated. Because he knows how to handle his financials and his finances, and y'all can't. Somebody said a drink costs $9 or $15. Another woman says he's got a lot of children and used to ordering McDonald's. Okay. So all shots taken to the man, but not to the attitude that this woman has in a public place with the man that asked her out and was even willing to spend that on her. A lot of you women out here don't deserve a man to even be asking you out. Don't deserve a man to even pick you up. Don't deserve a man to even be speaking with you. Because obviously today, every little decision that a man makes is backfire to him when it comes down to showing any form of interest to a woman. Even complimenting a woman, he can get charged with something. But you still want the man to open the door. You still want a man to take you out. You still want a man to drive you. You still want a man to drop you off. You still want a man to pay for your Ubers. You still want a man to pay for your trips. You want a man to pay for your food. You want a man to pay for your drinks. You want a man to pay for your nails, your lashes, your hair, everything that's just has no meaning. And then you're looking down at the dating market like all the men are the problem. Let's go to the next clip.
All y'all do is sit on this internet and judge people. At the end of the day, I did what I had to do as a mother. My kids should not go without living life because I can't afford to do something. Like earlier that week, my baby daddy had gave me like $300, but I had to get my hair and stuff done. It's only messed up now because I slept on it. I had to get my hair, lashes, nails, and stuff done. So that's what I had to use the money from him for. My kids made good grades and everything in school, and they wanted to go to the fair, and they deserved it. So I seen an opportunity with old dude. Like, okay, he been in my inbox and stuff. He been begging me to go out, to take me out and stuff like that. So I gave him my number, conversed with him a little bit, and I invited him out to the fair because I knew he was the type of person that was going to pay for it. So all I did was did what I had to do as a mama to make sure my kids can enjoy themselves. So I don't care how y'all look at me and how y'all judge me. I am a damn good mother. It's a lot of moms that wouldn't even do what I do to make my kids happy. I am a good mom. Like I don't want to. I'm not attracted to.
Now, for those of you who don't know, this woman actually posted on Facebook that she used the guy in the picture that she decided to put a clown face on to take her and her kids to the fair. This guy was actually interested in her and was willing to spend his money to take her and her kids to the fair. And what she said about this man when she reposted this picture is why she's trying to explain away to the internet on how she's such a great mom. I'll let it continue, and I'm gonna pause on what her comments were on this man.
Him, I did what I had to do.
Fuck that bitch, ain't no.
Okay, so it says, so my kids really wanted to go to the fair and I couldn't afford to take them. So as a mother, I did what I had to do to make my kids happy. This guy's been trying to take me out for months, but I'm not attracted to him. So I gave him some attention and made him feel good. Anyways, invited him to the fair because I knew he would pay. So we leave the fair about 9:30 p.m. and he asked me to come over his house after I got the kids to bed. I went the F off this man because I guess he thought spending some money meant I was going to give him some. Then the man started apologizing and saying how he can see a future with me and my kids, blah, blah, blah. I told the dude, I hope you find your missus right because it ain't me. Then I hung up in his face. He a whole unattractive simp. She called the man a whole unattractive simp. Now let's hear her explain herself away again.
No respect for that little bitch. Turn her back so quick, you ain't got no.
All y'all do is sit on this internet and judge people. At the end of the day, I did what I had to do as a mother.
At the end of the day, she did what she had to do. The question is, was she wrong for spending child support on her hair and nails and instead using a guy to fund her kids' happiness? Now, this woman chose to spend the child support that was given to her for her kids on her hair, nails, and lashes.
My kids should not go without living life because I can't afford to do something. Like earlier that week, my baby daddy had gave me like $300, but I had to get my hair and stuff done. It's only messed up now because I slept on it. I had to get my hair, lashes, nails, and stuff done. So that's what I had to use the money from him.
So that's what I had to use the money for. My hair, nails, and lashes. $300 that's supposed to go to the kids. And you used it for yourself. And then finagled your way into, let's say, this simp's life that you weren't even interested in to take your own kids to the fair. Baby mama bimbo logic. She used the whole $300 for herself that was supposed to be for the kids and had no money left to take her own kids to the fair. Let me say something to the fellas real quick on this. Because honestly, I saw this clip a while back. My husband had shared it with me. And there's something that I think a lot of you fellas are starting to understand. And probably any of you fellas that are watching me maybe don't understand because I do get emails from you asking questions. We already are aware that 90% of this child support don't go to the children. We are already aware of that. So men, when you are out searching for women and there's a woman that has many children, you do not provide any type of financial to this woman. You don't use any of what you've earned towards these women and her children. You are not their father. She used her own baby father to get money out of him to do her own hair and did nothing for the kids. When that money could have been used to take the kids to the fair in the first place, and she didn't have to do anything to this man. Use this man the way she did. Fellas, stop going out here being the guy that has the clown face on his picture. Be aware of these women, really. There's a lot of you because they wouldn't be doing it if there were not many of you. I'm not pushing blame on men. I'm a big supporter of fathers, big supporter of men in general. But there's something y'all need to be aware of. That there's women out here that will leech off of you if you allow them to. They're the gatekeepers of sex. Y'all are the gatekeepers of discipline. Don't aid and abet this type of behavior with women. They will have to find another route or come to reality of the truth. And now, you ladies that constantly want to debate me in the comments on my IG, you can follow me at Lessons of a Housewife on IG all the time about how child support is to take care of the kids. Child support is for all the bills that come up and other things that you have to do, the clothes on their backs, the foods in their stomach, and yada, 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 yada. Here's the perfect example of that. You're all lying. She openly admitted she got $300 from the children's father, and she used it for herself. And then found a simp to go ahead and pay it away for something she should have did in the first place for her kids. Her kids are so deserving, like she said, but yet she used the money that was supposed to be for them for herself. A lot of you baby mothers out here only think about yourselves. A lot of you baby mothers out here only look at your kids as checks for your pocketbooks. A lot of you women do not care for the children you bring into this world. And now you have this woman on here sitting on IG crying, trying to make herself look like a victim when she blatantly spent the money that she could have used for the kids to look like this. Women like myself are tired of women like y'all. You give the black woman in general a very bad name. Y'all really do. Y'all gonna have a very rude awakening. Any woman in the comments that wants to debate this are a problem to society. And with that, let's go ahead and check out the comments because we've heard enough of what she had to say. Someone said deadbeat mother remixing the oldest profession. Another person said you able body to go to work. There's a lot of moms who would have had a job and not let them kids around strangers. A woman said, I get child support. I will never ever use child support to pay for nails, hair, tanning, or any other crap for just myself. Tanning was something so random. So obviously it's something she do that she partially does spend child support on, but not of that is necessary. We got to go back to school on how we speak here. I put my kids first. I pay all the house bills, groceries, gas, mortgage, and any extra things that come up for the kids first above all else. If I happen to have any leftover money, I either save it or I treat myself to a coffee or a lunch with a friend. I would never I don't understand why they get so detailed with these paragraphs of their whole lives. Like a lot of women, a lot of y'all out here just say too much. But women like this one here, this baby mama that used this guy, we thank you for saying a lot because you are helping out a lot of men today to understand the dynamics of female nature. So we do appreciate it. But I know back in the day, we were always like, women got to shut up. And we darn sure want women to shut up now. But hey, the ones that are talking, that are blatantly saying how they spend your child support money y'all give them, how they use and abuse men, how they look at y'all as simps. Men, if you don't learn now, you never will. Because they ain't learning. The more you keep aiding and abetting, they never will learn. But anyway, she said this is despicable and not the way to be a good parent. I haven't bought new clothes in years. I wore the same shoes until I wore a hole in them and got a new yada yada yada. Okay, she wants to go off about how much of a great mother she is. Okay, congratulations, you're able to raise your kids and financially be okay. All right, let's go to the next comment. I think this was supposed to be 304, but it says 504. This is how Black women get unalived for using folk. So your hair and nails are more important than your kids now. Exactly. You women out here don't understand that the type of evils that are hidden within the bushes, the evil that y'all don't see, what's lurking. What y'all are so willing to open up to and be acceptive to. Pride. Y'all don't understand what is brewing from this overconsumption and accessibility of y'all. You don't understand it. You have children with men and keep the fathers away from their own children. Bring other men into these children's life that y'all are not good at screening, because if you were good at screening the men that you want to date after the baby fathers, you would have picked better baby fathers if they were bad fathers that y'all claim. So that's why we don't believe that all the baby fathers that are out here are bad fathers. Y'all still go out here picking bad men. That's why you have multiple baby fathers. You don't make good choices with who you have children with. You're not going to make good choices outside of that. Y'all swear up and down, y'all lessons is learned after the experiences and children's being born. But yet you still concerned about your hair, lashes, and nails. $300 towards that. You could tell me that you are financially capable of making good decisions? Another woman says, as a mother, I go without a lot for my son's needs. Ain't no way I'm going to put myself before him. You got your priorities effed up. Yes, she does. And a lot of the mothers out here do. And they go online and they beg for other people's wallets because they're so financially illiterate. Blatantly said that she spent that child support money on herself, but her kids were deserving of the fare.
You can't make this shit up. God damn it. You can't make this shit up.
You can't. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. Let's go to the next clip.
I'm not comfortable. In fact, I've tried really hard to be attracted to men who treat me well. It's boring. It's not only boring, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. So, okay. I'm not comfortable. In fact, I've tried really hard to be attracted to men who treat me well. It's boring. It's not only boring, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. So, okay.
The more, fellas, the more you allow the women to speak, the more you know, the more you will learn. Women getting their platforms and having their own little echo chambers on the internet now, they're willing to just say it all. They're willing to have a conversation with duplicates of them where they let out all of their business. This is something you can sit down to, take notes, and just actually start understanding, okay, I know how to move in life now. I know what to expect from the opposite gender. I am learning a lot. I can do better. Men are going to catch on a lot quicker than women, because women are going to keep trying to find other routes and options to finance their independence and their frivolous, wants that they think are needs and supposed to be mandated in relationships or in their lives, until there's no longer anything that they can leech off of. Then they have to submit to something. Women will always submit to something, whether it's radical brothels or being on their hands and knees for the rest of their lives for another man who has many wives. At the bottom of the totem pole in the hierarchy of polygyny. Baby breeders. That's the route. She finds men that treated her well boring, and it made her uncomfortable. Let's go to the next. Well, let me go over some comments with you for this one. Someone says she's not attracted to men who treat her well. You have the Professor Max. He's another follower of mine. Shout out to him. So she wants to marry a Muslim. Someone else says you are uncomfortable because their behavior calls for you to change. A man treating you badly doesn't require you to change. That I will like myself, because that is actually the truth. That is the truth there. A lot of you women that don't like the good guys and want all of the toxic relationships is because you're toxic yourself. And as if you have somebody that is as toxic as you don't have to change your toxicity. You don't have to conform to any side of good because he is as bad as just as you are. You could still be as crazy and overzealous and promiscuous as much as you like to be. You can be whatever you want towards this guy, towards other people, and don't find no problem with it because he is just as bad. That's why she's uncomfortable. She is admitting on just how bad of a person she is, that she can't accept the good guys. So shout out to this person. I am Ashraf. Only have 49 likes. Something that speaks the truth. Don't ever start the trend. Let's do another comment. Somebody said, at least they're honest. Many aren't. They don't speak for all, but for sure they speak for the majority. Yes, they don't speak for all. We all know. But they do speak for the majority of what we see online, because a lot of women like myself, we stay away from a lot of the social medias. I have not been consistent with content. If any of you that follows me deeply is aware of that. I'm family oriented first, content creating later on spare time. So we are not what you see on the internet on a regular basis, but there is going to be some that's coming out. I shout out a lot of the ones that actually are out here. You have Dee Dee, you have Pink Book, you got a whole bunch of other women out here that have their own platforms that are speaking out. So ones that are married, shout out to them. Dee Dee, I know for sure is married, and Pink Book. So there's ones out here that we really are trying to set a focus point for women who actually want to learn and understand to come to these routes so they can be better or raise their daughters to be better if it's too late for them. But that is the truth, and we are happy that a lot of you women out here are honest, because the men need to know the truth, and the more the men know, the more that they're going to form into the men that they were created to be, which is going to make a lot of you women out here lonely because they're not going to be putting up with this BS anymore. Let's go to the next clip.
It's the car note and the mortgage.
Why are you giving it to me? You got it on auto pay?
Nay, I took it off auto pay just for this month, just so you can take care of it, just for your boy.
Why do I want to do that?
You not excited of the opportunity to pay the bills for the first time?
Babe, I haven't paid a bill in 6 years.
This is an opportunity.
I don't want to do it.
Why not?
Why would I want to pay a bill?
Nay, come on now.
Can you have the money?
Nay, I'm trying to splurge this month. This is eating into my splurging budget, okay?
Ain't no splurge.
I'm gonna need you to handle that.
I'm allergic. I don't know how to pay it.
You allergic? I'm gonna have to slide this back over to you because
I don't know how to pay it.
Look, what you mean you don't know how to pay it?
I don't know how to pay it.
They got detailed instructions in there. How you log into the account? I can give you the password, everything. You can't see? We just got you glasses the other day. You good? You straight? You straight? I'll read it for you.
How you gonna read it though? I can't do it.
What you mean? We'll get you a braille or something. You figure it out.
I can't do it.
Hey, just for your boy this one time. Your boy got perfect credit score, everything, and being consistent. Now I'm gonna need you to go ahead and take care of that.
We're gonna keep you consistent. You keep paying it for the bill.
What you gonna do? It's the car note and the mortgage.
Why are you?
Women, if you wanted to know why a man just all of a sudden was like, I can no longer do this, here's your answer. When he decides to walk away from a marriage or a relationship, and y'all all of a sudden think that this is something that just happened randomly, he just up and left. No. It takes a lot for a man to walk away from a relationship. And what that does is, with every action you have done that's shown him that you are not for him, it builds up. They're not like women and just wake up one day and be like, oh my gosh, you know what? This is just, I'm just all of a sudden unhappy and I just can no longer do this because somebody in my DMs actually says something to me that I haven't heard him say in the last few weeks, in the last few days, in the last few hours. And y'all let social media fuel y'all thinking that your husbands and your boyfriends ain't worth anything anymore. And you go and y'all walk away from a relationship that has been for how long it's ever been. No, men who are willing to put themselves in a relationship even a marriage, are determined to be that for their longevity, for their legacy. They are willing to die with that, being married with someone. But when you have wives like this, that shows that they're not even, you wives are not even willing to even have his back, even if this is a joke, even if this is something he's just trying to test. Because women, you do a lot of testing to men today, even before you even get a chance to be with them. Y'all want to test the man out, push him to his limits. So even if this is just a husband testing his wife out, the simple fact that she was looking at him like, how dare you disrespect me this way by asking me to pay bills, shows the type of character of wife he has. And this is what men would learn from and take in and start considering, wow. Wow. And honestly, even this example, he might not even fully divorce her. He'll be upset with her for a while. But this is some type of behavior that he's going to constantly see, that she does not have his back. She is not for him. She's for his money. She's for the lenient lifestyle that she has, where she don't have to pay bills. And she's just there because if he was to joke and say, I lost a job, and she's not willing to put her boots on, strap them up, and actually go and support her man in this harsh time, maybe he has an injury or something like that, that he's wasted his life with this woman. And she was only there to leech off of him. And that's a big heartbreak for a lot of these men out here that have these type of marriages, these sexless marriages, these argumentative marriages that a lot of men have, these baiter cucked marriages that men have, where their wives choose to do whatever they want to do, or decide on even political stances against their husbands, and everything is just total opposites, to where y'all are walking in the homes and you can't really enjoy each other, but yet you don't want to walk away because you put in 20, 30, 40 years of marriage. So y'all are pretty much just roommates now. Takes a lot for a man to actually walk away. But men come to realize that they have wives like this, and some of them still don't walk away. But when they do, it's because of these types of behaviors. You're not there for him, you're there for yourself. In a true marriage, you are there for your husband first, for your children next, because the more you support, love, and adorn and appreciate your husband, chivalrize your husband, take care of your husband, keep him full, keep him happy, you remain happy because he's happy. Because when a man that's happy is always going to show his love, because he's a giver, that he's happy. And his children are happy because they see the love in their parents, that their parents are happy. It goes full circle in the home there. Everyone's happy. But when you think of yourself, you make that house miserable because you're only thinking of yourself, which means you lack care for your kids, you lack care for your husband. Now he's miserable. Now the children are miserable because they see the misery in you too. Let's check out some of the comments here. Shout out to Black Spider Guy's advice. He says it's 2024. We just a wallet, bro. That's how a lot of you women look at men today. That's how a lot of you women look at men. It's just wallets, but yet you sitting there wondering why y'all are not in relationships. Why are you alone? But yet y'all are trying to settle for just animals and cats that you still have to take care of, because you don't even want to put forth the effort of doing something for an actual man. You do for your kids to an extent. You do for a dog forever. You do for a cat forever. You'll cry even at if anything was to happen to your dog or cat. But for a man is where you draw the line. Ungrateful wife is what it is. Another comment says, it's his fault he allowed her to not pay any bills for 6 years, and now out of the blue you want her to pay. She ain't going to pay nothing after you made her comfortable and bill free for 6 years. Okay, understandable in that. She's gotten comfortable, but please, as a housewife myself, going on over a decade, when it was time to step up and get a job, I did it for my husband. There's no excuses here. Because she was able to have a life of 6 years of freedom, that it's wrong for him to even ask her to step in. No, no, no. Because if she was a true wife, she would be more than willing to step in for him. She would try to make it easy for him. That's what we are. We're helpmates. We're supposed to make it easier for the man who has to break his back for us. We're supposed to keep him full. We're supposed to have him to a point where he is able to thrive the next day and better the next day and better the next day. And if something happens to a point where he cannot do what y'all all already expect of this man, that we are there to catch them. There's a problem in y'all thinking that there's anything else that's not included somewhere in marriage. See, the crazy thing is that a lot of you women just think y'all are supposed to just be able to sit and eat popcorn, watch movies all day while your kids are going to school, to all of these crazy schools that want to teach your kids all the things the way they think and what they do and make them just mindless bots throughout their lives from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. I don't even know the school schedules today. Yeah, I get all this free time from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Your husband leaves at 7, 8 a.m. or 6 a.m. He doesn't come home to 5 p.m. So you have all this free time, and yet y'all just sit on your butts. You think that you're supposed to not cook, not clean, sit on your butts, eat food, watch movies. And then you look at your husband crazy when he comes home and he's like, is dinner ready? Not all you women that are wives are actually at home homeschooling your kids. There's not a lot of you doing that, to where you actually have a schedule to maintain too. A lot of you have way more enough time to be able to even find a little side hustle for your husband to help him stack up some things. Because honestly, women, we're all liabilities. We're all liabilities. We start off as liabilities when we come into a man's life. You have to become an asset. And her reaction just shows how much of a liability she is for him. Let's go to the next clip. Don't want to keep this video too long.
I've recently just, come to the realization that I don't like being a girlfriend. I hate it. I don't like being a girlfriend. I don't like being a girlfriend to anybody. I want somebody to be a boyfriend to me. And it's like, as bad as that sounds, that's just what it is. Like, I'm cooking for you. I'm not washing your drawers.
Yeah.
I don't care about how you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just want to vibe and
I just want to vibe. I just want to chill. We can go on dates. We can have fun as friends, though.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not trying to get married no time soon.
For sure.
And that's just what it is. It's a lot always having to share yourself with someone. And right now I'm in a space where it's like, I'm so happy being alone. I wake up, I sleep by myself. I wake up every.
Well, good for her. Good for her admitting that. She's happy being alone. Okay. I don't know. Well, she wants people to throw her a party about that. I'm not even sure. Okay. We're happy that she's able to admit that she's happy to be alone. Let me put my point in on what she just said there. She's openly willing to admit something that she's not even aware that she is. She's a spawn of Lilith. She really is. Lilith is a woman that doesn't desire men and looks at men as just disposable species. The dollar has replaced them a long time ago. That there's no value in the man species in itself. That they are just wasteless space, so her having the desire, just wanting to be alone, is because she spawned from that. She spawned from that idea that has been pushed for Lilith. And she wants boyfriend treatment while she doesn't want to be a girlfriend and reciprocate the girlfriend treatment for any man. It's exactly what Lilith spawns do. Little succubus. I want to leech off the man as much as I can, but he should not respect anything and expect anything in return. The succubus. Thank you, succubus, for exposing yourselves out here. You make it easier for men to overlook you in the dating market. I love the fact that we have male platforms out here that's willing to let these girls talk. You get all the information you need. Because it comes to a point now that a lot of y'all are wearing the same type of uniforms. We could pick you out in a crowd. And that's all I got to say to her. But Let's go to the comments here. We got Red Dog 74 said, tell her to enjoy her solitude. I like that one. Disbeliever of Lies 9, major follower of his as he is of mine. He says they want free food, gifts, and rides to work. This is why they get so triggered by the question of what they bring to the table. Exactly. They just want men's wallets. They want y'all to be these mindless bots that they are that come with huge wallets. They don't want y'all to speak on anything about them. They don't want y'all to talk about them. They don't want y'all to correct them. They don't want y'all to discipline them. They just want you to spoil them. They want you men to take them out, take away all of their financial responsibilities, take away all their parental responsibilities, because all they want to do is somebody else to take care of their own kids. Why they can go out and just keep manipulating the men to do this and keep reciprocating, and they spawn off more succubus if they have daughters, and they repeat the cycle. This is how it is. This is how these women are. Even though this woman here looks like she could lose at least 60 to 70 pounds, this is how they think. Red Pill Philosophy 14 4K. When the system collapses, you better pray and hope the simps will be around for her. And that's the thing. Once you lose the crowd of simps, women, y'all have nothing left to leech off of but each other. Y'all gonna wind up like the Golden Girls. I did a video on that. Y'all can go check it out. It's on my platform. It's here on YouTube. I'm actually going to do a part 2 to it because I don't think I did a pretty good job on explaining what I meant by the Golden Girls. But this is exactly what I mean with that. When you lose the simps women, who do you have? If the court system changes, who's going to actually be the father to you? When the sisterhood gets smaller, who's going to be your audience? Everybody wake up. The world class said she's normal. All these females want is something for nothing. That's exactly what a lot of the modern women are today. All right, and I'm gonna do one more clip for y'all today. This was the full review of 2024 clips that I've had that I have never reviewed on my platform, but wanted to discuss and didn't get to it. Do like one more to end this video.
One of them. Imagine being told to pay child support for a kid that is not yours or go to jail. That was the order the state handed down to a Detroit man.
So today he turned himself in, but here's what happened when 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell went with him to court.
Carnell Alexander walked into the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice knowing in moments he could lose his freedom.
I stayed up all night, couldn't sleep, thinking about it.
Carnell is a wanted man because he refuses to do what the state orders and to pay child support for a child that DNA tests prove isn't his, a child he doesn't even know.
I haven't even had a chance to really speak to him except for one time when we took the DNA test.
Nonetheless, right now, under the law, he's a deadbeat dad. Today, he turned himself in to the judge as ordered.
Scared because I've been before this judge before.
But this time he had attorney Cherika Harris, who volunteered to help after seeing his story on 7 Action News. The judge said he will not go to jail for today.
Thank you. Thank Ms. Harris. And hope that we can resolve this soon.
I'm just trying to help him with his future.
Though the threat of jail is on hold, it is not over. Carnell Alexander still owes more than $30,000 to the state for a child that's not his, because the mom wrote his name down because she needed to name someone in order to get welfare benefits.
So if it's already proven that this man is not the father of this child, why is he still in debt? Why isn't that she is not in debt with this? Why isn't it that she is not in jail for even doing this, for defrauding the system?
Had to put him down as the father. That was the only way I can get the system.
Now,
I'm almost homeless. I'm almost in jail. I'm out of work.
One of them. Imagine being told to pay.
He was almost jailed for a child that's not his. He's almost homeless for a child that is not his. He's in debt for a child that is not his. But when we say mandatory DNA tests, all you women in the comments, especially in my comments, on my platform on IG, Lessons of a Housewife. Go follow me. Y'all are quick to try to debate that. That just shows exactly y'all true colors. Any woman that comes to a platform that tries to debate a mandatory DNA testing, you're telling on yourself. And we thank you for telling on yourselves. Like I say, I always say, my husband always says it. We thank all you women for telling on yourselves. This woman just says she put any man's name down because she just needed to get into the system. You don't even know who the father of her kids are. She put the burden on a man she's never even met, never knew, that just some random name. She couldn't even use the real fathers. What are you women out here doing? They got the nerve to have some standards? You have the nerve to even come to a platform and to debate a wife, debate another woman that's against child support? A lot of you baby mothers out here don't even use the child support for children. We played that clip. If you ever wondered why I stay away from social media, even though I have a huge platform on IG, this is my feed. This is what I see on a regular basis. And if it's not this, I'm seeing it everywhere else. If it's not IG, it's all over the place. And she blatantly said, I just was trying to use the system. But you don't hear anything about charges being pressed from the state towards her because she's a victim, right? She needs assistance for her kids. She's a victim. And a man has to fight a case that shouldn't even be a case. It should be like, okay, he's not the father. Clear, this debt's not belong to you. The debt belongs to this woman. You need to pay it back because this is all the money we gave you. You don't even know who the damn daddy is. Men, understand the game. Women, get your minds right. Get your minds right. Because there's only two ways this is going to end. You're going to submit to something. You're either going to submit to the brothel life with your sisterhood gangs and have a revolving door and houses where y'all all living up together and just bearing a bunch of little bastard children and raising the bastard children together. Or you have to conform to another leadership. Independence is not going to last long with y'all because as much as y'all claim you are, you're not. You're always depending on something, someone, the state, the government, the men, the community, the church. None of y'all are independent. But yet y'all want to be praised for it. Y'all want to be put on a pedestal for it. But none of y'all are that. And then when you say, oh, I pay my own bills and I do this and I do that and I do that because I got this type of job, and you go and you get these little frivolous degrees that gives you a little paper document that says that you actually learned something in this indoctrination camp. Y'all want to hold that over people. But yet you're still broke. You're still poor because y'all don't have no financial capability of even keeping your money. Don't know how to budget. Because like the woman said, she's not even supposed to be worth $30. She's supposed to be getting more than that. She wants men to spend more money on her than $30. She can't budget her own money. It's a problem when a man wants to budget because y'all don't know how to budget. It's a problem when men want mandatory DNA tests so they don't have debt over their heads that don't belong to them. But y'all want to fight that. A lot of you modern women are nothing but leeches. Succubus. Preying on the weak men to fulfill your financial gains. So you can find a fountain of youth through all of these surgeries. But the fact of the remainder is, and deep down inside y'all, no matter how much you want to put makeup and weave and nails and lashes on, or how much you want to blow up your butt and your boobs and get your waist thin, you're still rotten in the core. And I'm going to end the 2024 review of my IG feed. We can do this again if y'all like this. If y'all like me doing videos like this, I'll save a bunch more that I go through on a regular basis. I think I got so much content saved. Even my husband sends me so much stuff I haven't even reviewed because I haven't made the time. So I can go ahead and try to review all the clips like this. If y'all like this, constantly give me a thumbs up, drop them in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Click the notification button to alert you for all my new content. Let me know what y'all think's below for each clip. Use timestamps if you can. Follow me on IG Lessons of a Housewife and support me at Cash App Lessons of a Housewife. And as always, I thank you all for watching.